Hello, I'm back organizing my classroom, and I'm going to try to organize the books. I started a little bit just to get the series where they need to go, but I also have this new, well, I'm going to use this year, this new library thing for the classroom just so the kids could check out the books and stuff for fun. I think I might just have them check them out if they're going to put it in their cubby, not, if they just take a book off the shelf. Let me see if I can get this to work so I can show you, because this is pretty cool because you just scan. I got a little barcode scanner thing. Let me see if it will work. There we go. And it just pops up for you, and then you just hit save. And from what I have seen so far for the little book scanning thing is that they check out books by just clicking the button on the computer, so you don't need the little actual scanner. So what I think I'm going to do is have the kids scan in the books. I just wanted to organize them so then they're on the shelves the right way, and then little by little they're put it into the system, because I think it's fun for the kids to scan. Plus it's like a practical life skill. And I'll also talk a little bit about this project idea I had for this upcoming school year, but I just saw this, and you can get all my math cards for free if you want to sign up for the free. I just put some of the things I have made for my classroom down for free in a little course hub thing. So if you want to get these, I have like 400 different math cards, and then you could print and laminate them. But anyways, because in my last video I was talking about how I always kept this a mess and that a mess, so I really want to not do that anymore. So what I thought I would do for the shelf area is I want to do this project with the basic human needs, or the fundamental human needs, whichever one you call it, because it's called both. Projects where they have either a shoebox or a box they get in the mail of like a shadow box, and throughout the year each student will pick a different time period. So maybe it's medieval times, or like caveman times, and then we'll talk about the different human, basic human needs. And what I'll do is I'll have, let's say it's communication, so they'll make something to put in their box for communication the week that we talk about the communication one, and throughout the whole year I'm going to write down different different things. So we'll have the shelter, the clothing. They'll make people, I think we'll make people to start, put them in there, and then out of just like quick dry clay, and then or they could do paper if they want, or anything really they can make it out of. And then so I'll have those displayed on the shelf, so then the tops of the shelves don't become a mess. So then I'll be up there all year, and then as I'm planning, which I'll show you how I'm planning for this school year in a little bit. Okay, I ended up organizing all the books, and so what I did is these are just books that have multiple copies, or like easy reader books, or for group books that they can read together. And then those are easy reader books. And then these are the picture books. These are Spanish, and there's a few French books. And these are a series of books. And then I have the rest of the chapter books, and then chapter books by series and the next two, and then these are our nonfiction books. Also, I've had this issue with this table leg all year, and I have tried so many different ways. This is my attempt at the beginning of the year just to duct tape it, and let me tell you, hot glue does not work. Command strips don't work. Actually, the hot glue worked for a while. Command strips don't work. We even tried Gorilla Glue. That didn't work. So I was always like, I need to get like a wood putty or something to make this work. But I didn't have the screws, and the issue was that the screws were stripped, so even if I tried to twist it in, they wouldn't stay. So what I did is I filled it with sticky tack, and I just took the screws out of those two, and the middle one I found out isn't actually stripped, so that one went in. But so I'm hoping this works and we won't have an issue all year with the table, because it was my constant battle last year with this table leg. Okay, so I just wanted to share how I was starting to plan the year a little bit. I made this thing in the little app that's on like MacBooks or Apple products. And so what I did is I wrote the days, then we're starting in the different weeks. And then I just wanted to map out what would we be doing each day. So each week has basically the same when I'm going to present what, except alternating weeks have different things. Besides, the different things change from like a botany is 1 week, and then a zoology, and then botany to zoology, back and forth. And then I'm thinking about doing the writing and the language. I mean the grammar, the writing and the grammar switch back and forth. I think everything else is the same way. So history, zoology or botany, and then geography, because it'll be geography, grammar. Geography, grammar, geometry Wednesdays, and then the cursive letters, and then science, and then weekly catch up. And then for language, I read individual books for their weekly reading work, and then I'll have word study on Mondays, and then a reading group, and then grammar or writing on Wednesdays. And writing is more like punctuation, not just like a writing project, although it could be a writing project. I haven't planned those out yet. And then another reading group. In math, we will have numeration, so that's like any type of addition, subtraction, multiplication, division equations, anything to do with place value, anything like that. And then the time, money, or measurement will probably be like time 1 week, money 1 week, measurement, and kind of go, or might, we'll see. And then geometry for math on Wednesdays, which I will show you in a second, because I just have geometry planned out since it's the simplest, in air quotes, or it has not the least amount of content to teach. And then word problems and graphs are something that is always like sparingly. So I'm like, if I plan it, it will work. And this is on top. These are the presentations they'll get each week. And this is already on top of, they have, I can show you my work plan at a different time, but they already have daily work. So they're seeing math, language, and everything, but I just want this planned. In Montessori, we know sometimes things don't work exactly out how it's planned. So, we'll just move it around how it needs to be moved around. But I just want a plan, a plan. And I know I have to look at the where the kids are. That's why for like this, it'll be like especially for first years, some of them are already reading chapter books, and some of them are just still sounding out 3-letter words. So there's different paths for the students to take. I just have to put those kids in what groups they are when I know what will be happening. Okay, this is what I want to share. A sneak peek. So what I did is it's typically like 36 weeks of school, and each week I just put in what I'm going to present, or if there's a certain thing they're going to do, and I wanted to do this especially with geometry, but I wanted to try to do it with all the subjects. And how do I do that? I use my scope and sequence. I took all the scope and sequences from any scope and sequence I had, whether that be from the training, from the schools, from any copies that anybody had ever, that because I did not find one that had everything and anything that I could teach on it. And I really wanted something like that. I wanted something that would just show me everything that the lower elementary needed to know, because any scope and sequence I looked at had different things. And does every topic get covered on that every year? No, but it can repeat in cycles of the 3 years, or even some things just some presentations a group of kids just never see, and that's okay too, but like the main concepts. So I took that and I made a scope and sequence. It's also a student tracker I used when I didn't use the transferring classroom, but I put all my scope and sequence into my transferring classroom, so I still track it that way. I just do it electronically now, but I used to just do it with the pen and paper, and I used my own to track where they were learning and what they were doing. So if you would like my scope and sequence, you can click the link down below to get it, or if you would like more information, you could always email me. And yeah, thank you. Thank you for watching.